Okay, you see the first problem based on fifteen marks questions. The following is the particulars. I already explained this problem. So you have to adjust the loss according to the sequence wise. In the current year business profit, first you deduct current year depreciation. Then you depreciate current year capital nature expenditure, capital related expenditure. And third step, you have to deduct the previous year accumulated loss, previous year loss. Then previous year unabsorbed depreciation. Then previous year unabsorbed capital expenditure. In this way, you have to deduct. So you see this problem. Computation of business income for the assessment year 2021. First, you take the business income for the previous year 1920. 1920 is 2 lakh rupee. In this 2 lakh rupee, you deduct the previous year depreciation 1 lakh. If you deduct 1 lakh rupee is the balance of profit or income from business. Okay, income from business. In this income from business, you have to deduct. Next step is current year capital nature expenditure. Current year capital nature expenditure is not there. Then go to previous year. Unabsorbed loss first you deduct. Unabsorbed loss first. Second, unabsorbed depreciation. Third, unabsorbed expenses, capital nature expenses. So first you deduct unabsorbed loss. Unabsorbed loss is 4 lakh. 4 lakh it is not possible to set off. Out of 4 lakh rupee, you set off 1 lakh rupee. You set off 1 lakh rupee carry forward loss, 1 lakh rupee. Out of 4 lakh rupee, 1 lakh rupee is adjusted. Okay. Then remaining 3 lakh carry forward to next assessment year. You see this clue. Here is the 4 lakh. Here is the 3 lakh. Next year, out of 4 lakh rupee loss, 3 lakh rupee loss is carry forward. This is the point you remember. And if you deduct 1 lakh rupee, then your profit is or income from business is 0. There is no income for the previous year 1920. Okay. Then come to 2021. For the year 2021, income from business before depreciation is 8 lakh. Okay. In this 8 lakh, you deduct current year depreciation 80,000. If you deduct 80,000, balance is 7,20,000. In this balance of 7,20,000, first you deduct unabsorbed loss. Unabsorbed loss is 3 lakh. Here is 3 lakh. You deduct 3 lakh. If you deduct 3 lakh, balance is 4,20,000. In this balance 4,20,000, you deduct 2 lakh unabsorbed depreciation. You deduct unabsorbed depreciation 2 lakh. Then balance is 2,20,000 is the taxable income for the assessment year 2021. 2021. And this is the taxable business income. Okay, in this way you have to calculate. This is the sequence. Okay, you remember 2020-21 column. First, current year profit before depreciation, less depreciation, then less previous year loss, then unabsorbed depreciation. Thereafter, you deduct unabsorbed capital nature expenditure. In this is the sequence. Okay. Come to the next example. The next example is Mr. Ranbir is a partner in the partnership firm. He and is also having proprietorship owners business. Proprietorship business means sole trading business. He is having his private business. Along with that, he is a partner in the partnership firm. Okay. Two activities. He is in the two capacity. One is partner, another is owner of a firm. Then compute the income from gross total income for the assessment year 2021. This profit from cotton business is the income from business. Okay. Share of profit from business partnership firm is exempted from tax. This is exempted from tax. This is exempted from tax. Remember this. Under section 10, subsection 1, I think it is exempted from tax. Then interest from the firm, interest from the partnership firm. Remember this partnership firm is the next chapter. Okay, coming chapter. So whatever remuneration you receive from the partnership firm is to be treated as business income. Remember this. And don't consider this as a interest, as a income from other source. Whatever income partner receives from the partnership firm, that is a business income. This is the point you remember. Sometime that may be exempted or sometime it is taxable. Therefore, this is the income from business. Remember this point, it is very important. I have not yet explained this point because it is the next chapter. Interest from the firm is a income from business. So there are two incomes from business. One is income from cotton business, another is income from partnership firm. Totally, I think it is 35 plus 18, 53,000. Okay, 53,000 is the current year income from business, 53,000. Then come to the next, interest on company debenture. It is the income from other source. Then loss from let out property. Loss from let out property is house property. Then loss from self-occupied property, 10,000. So total loss here is 8,000 is the loss from let out property, 10,000 is loss from self-occupied property. Total loss is 18,000 in the second head. 18,000 is the loss in the second head. Okay. 18,000. That loss you adjust in any head. In any head you adjust it. No problem. Then for loss in speculation business. Loss in speculation business is a business loss. It is to be carried forward to the next assessment year. This loss, the speculated loss, is not permitted to adjust in other head incomes. You are not permitted to adjust the speculated loss with other heads. You have to adjust the speculated loss in speculative income only. Okay, capital, short-term capital gain is 12,000. This is the income from capital gain. Okay. Then loss from cotton business is 6,000. Loss from discontinued business is 15,000. Unabsorbed depreciation is 3,000. If you take these three, 6,000 cotton business, 15,000 cloth business, 3,000 unabsorbed depreciation. This total, I think it is 24,000. 24,000 is the carry forward loss. This loss you adjust in the business income. Business income is 53,000. In the 53,000, you deduct 24,000. If you deduct 24,000, whatever balance comes, that is the income from business. And long-term capital loss 12,000 here. Long-term capital loss of 12,000, this amount, you have to adjust in the long-term capital gain only. Long-term capital gain only, not in the short-term capital gain. But above is short-term capital gain. This is the short-term capital gain. This 12,000 is short-term capital gain. In this 12,000 short-term capital gain, you adjust short-term, but not long-term. So this 12,000 is long-term capital loss. It is not possible to set off. Therefore, again, this 12,000 carry forward to next assessment year. This is the point. Therefore, you see here, Cotton business income is 53,000. Total business income 53. Out of this 53, first you deduct 24,000. Okay, you deduct 24,000. If you deduct 24,000, then balance I think it is 29,000. In the 29,000, you deduct loss from house property under section 71. One head loss to another head. 53,000 minus 24,000 is 29,000. In 29,000, you adjust 18,000. If you adjust this 18,000, then 11,000 is the income from business. 11,000 is the income from business. Okay, or you may adjust this 18,000 in the other source also. Other source also. Remember this. Okay, you see the solution. You see the income computation of total income, gross total income for the assessment year 2021. Income from cotton business 35,000 is there. Interest from firm, partnership firm. You write this as a interest from partnership firm. Then you will remember it. Don't simply write income interest on firm. You write as a interest from partnership firm. Is a business income. 18,000. Totally 53,000. Okay, this is the income from business. Current year business. So in this income, first you complete the speculative business. Speculative loss carry forward 10,000 is there, and loss carry forward this is 10,000. It is not adjusted. Okay, it is carry forward to next assessment year because there is no income. Speculative loss is there. That loss will be carry forward to next assessment year. Then come to the carry forward losses of the previous year. Business cotton business loss is 6,000. Then cloth business discontinued is 15,000. Third point is unabsorbed depreciation, serially 3,000. Okay, if you deduct these three, 6,000, 15,000 plus 3,000, 24,000. If you deduct this 24,000, balance is 29,000. Okay, in this 29,000, you set off under section 71. Under section 71, you adjust house property loss. House property loss in the business income. So that is loss on SOP is 10,000. Loss on LOP, let out property is 8,000. Total it is 18,000. You adjust 18,000, then balance is 11,000. 11,000 is the income from business. Then capital gain. Short-term capital gain is 12,000. And you are not permitted to adjust long-term capital loss in this head. Therefore, this is the taxable income. 12,000 is taxable income. 12,000 rupees the taxable income. Then other source. In the other source, interest on debenture is there. 12,000 rupees. Okay, 12,000 rupees. And there is no adjustment for this. You take 12,000 to the outer column. Now you take the total. Total is 35,000. This 35,000 rupee is called as gross total income. This is the process of set off. And below the table, you write whatever carry forward losses are there. Whatever carry forward losses are there, below the table, you write. Then come to the next problem. The next example is example number 4. From the following particulars of income are given by Mr. Krishna for the assessment year 2020-21. The following information is there. You see the first point. The first point is income from salary. This is computed. Computed means calculation is completed. There is no need of other calculations. Remember this, computed. Then second is income from house property. This is also computed. There is no need of calculation again. So these two are computed. There is no work to you people. So income from salary is 30,000. Income from house property is 8,640. Okay. Then come to the profit from cotton business 52,000. Cotton business profit is 52,000. Then loss from groundnut business is 10,000. You see this. 52,000 is the profit in the cotton business. 10,000 is the loss in the groundnut business. If you adjust it, out of 52,000, 10,000 is adjusted, your business income, regular business income is 42,000. Okay, 42,000. Then speculative profit is 25,000. Speculative profit is 25,000. Then you see the speculative loss. Here is the speculative loss of 30,000 carry forward from the previous year. So current year 25,000 was profit. Last year 30,000 speculative loss. You adjust. If you adjust this, then there is a balance of 5,000 speculative loss. Balance of 5,000 speculative loss. You carry forward that to the next assessment year. Next assessment year. Okay. Then come to the next short-term capital gain. Short-term capital gain is 12,000. And here also there is a long-term capital loss. This long-term capital loss is not adjusted in short term. Is not adjusted in short term. Therefore, you leave it. Then loss from cotton business is there 8,000. Okay, loss from cotton business is there 8,000. You adjust this 8,000 in the above income. 52,000 minus 10,000, 42,000. 42,000 minus 8,000, 34,000. 34,000 is the business income. Once again, you see here. 52,000 minus 10,000, 42. 42 minus 8, 34,000. Okay. Then capital gain 12,000. There is no other source. There is no other source. Okay. Now you see the solution. First, you take a income from salary. 30,000 is there. Second is income from house property. 8,640. 8,640. They are computed. These two are computed. Then come to the third point, income from cotton business. Income from cotton business is 52,000. Then set of loss under section 70, 10,000. You adjust it. Current year business income is 42,000. Current year regular business income. Then you take the speculative loss. Current year regular business income. Then you take the speculative business income 25,000 is there current year. 25,000 is the current year speculative income, and carry forward speculative loss. Carry forward speculative business loss is 30,000. Carry forward speculative loss is 30,000. Out of 30,000, you adjust 25,000. Then balance of carry forward loss. Balance carry forward. Okay, remaining balance you carry forward. Remaining balance means 5,000. Out of 30,000, 25,000 recovered. 5,000 is to be carried forward to next assessment year. Okay, business income is 42,000. In the business, current year business income, you set off previous year losses. So carry forward losses. One is cotton business loss 8,000. Okay. Then loss from food grain business is 12,000. Yes, food grain business loss is 12,000. Food-grain business loss is 12,000. 8,000 plus 12,000, 20,000. 42,000, 20,000 is equal to 22,000. 22,000 is the business income. Then capital gain short term is 12,000. This is taxable. In this short term capital gain, long term capital loss is not adjusted. Okay. So you take the total of the outer column. Outer column total is 72,640. 72,640 is the gross total income. Gross total income. This is the income from gross total income. In this way, you have to calculate. Okay. Come to the next problem. Problem number 4. From the following particulars of income furnished by Mr. Mallanna, for the assessment year 2020-21 and also carry forward losses, compute the GTI, gross total income. Long-term capital gain is 15,000. Short-term capital gain is 10,000. Total capital gain is 25,000. Okay. Then income from silk business 40,000. Speculative income 5,000. These two are business. Income from agency business 6,000. Agency business is a regular business. That means here are the two businesses. One is regular business, silk business. Another is agency business. And speculative is one. These three are business income. But one is speculative, two are regular. Interest on debenture, other source. Income from house property, second head. Okay. Income from house property is 8,000, second head. Income from business you calculate. Then capital gain you calculate. Then you have to adjust the carry forward losses. First is loss in agency business is 5,000. Agency business loss is 5,000. You adjust it in business income. Loss in cotton business 12,000. You adjust it in business income. Loss from silk business is 5,000. This also you adjust in the business income. Then speculative loss 8,000. You adjust in the speculative income. Speculative income only. So speculative income here is only 5,000. Speculative income is 5,000. Carry forward speculative loss is 8,000. So out of this 8,000, you adjust 5,000. Remaining 3,000 carry forward to next assessment year. Okay. Then come to the capital gains. Short-term capital loss 12,000 is here. Okay. So this short-term capital loss you adjust in the short-term capital gain 10,000. 10,000 income, 12,000 loss. So 2,000 remains. Out of 12,000 you adjust 10,000. 2,000 remains. Then 2,000 remains. Then you see long-term. Long-term is 15,000. Long-term capital gain is 15,000. In this long-term capital gain, you adjust 7,000 loss. 7,000 rupee loss. If you adjust this 7,000 rupee loss, then 15,000 minus 7,000, 8,000. 8,000 balance. In that 8,000, you deduct 2,000 rupee short term. 2,000 rupee short term. Otherwise, total short term you adjust at the end. Okay. You see the solution. income from house property computed 8,000 is there. You take the third head, income from business. Under that, silk business is 40,000. Okay, agency business 6,000. This total is 46,000. 46,000 is regular business. You take the speculative. Income from speculative business is 5,000. In this 5,000 speculative business income, you adjust carry forward speculative business loss. Under section 73, 8,000 is there. Out of 5,000 profit, if you are adjust 8,000, 3,000 is the carry forward loss. You carry forward this 3,000 to next assessment year. Remember this. Okay. And your regular business income is 40,000, 6,000. Income from business is 46,000. In this 46,000, you deduct regular business carry forward from previous year. Under section 72, income from silk business 5,000, loss is there. You write this as a loss. Silk business loss carry forward 5,000. Agency business 5,000. Okay, you see this. Huh? You see this one. Loss from silk business is 5,000 carry forward from the previous year. Loss from agency business carry forward is 5,000. Then cotton business discontinued 12,000. Okay. Totally it is 22,000. This is the carry forward loss. If you deduct it, 24,000 is the income from business. 24,000 is the income from business. Okay. Capital gain, section 74. Short-term capital gain is 10,000. 10,000 is the short-term capital gain. And 12,000 is the loss. 12,000 is the loss. Okay, you see here. I'll take 10,000 as income. ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಈ 10,000 10,000 ಕಳೆದು ಇದನ್ನ ಜೀರೋನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ ಅನ್ನ 10,000 ಗೇನ್ ಐತಿ 10,000 ಲಾಸ್ ಕಳೆದು ಇದನ್ನ ಜೀರೋ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ರೆ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಉಳಿತೈತಿ. ಆ ಲಾಸ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ದಾಗ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅದ್ರ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. I'll take long term capital gain. Long term capital gain 15,000. Okay. Less long term capital loss carry forward. Carry forward is 7,000. You deduct it. Balance is 7,000. Okay. And you take the total of the capital gains. 10,000 plus 8,000, 18,000. 18,000 is the total capital gain, short term plus long term. Short term plus long term is 18,000. In this 18,000, less carry forward loss, short term. Short term total 12,000. Your answer is income from capital gain is 6,000. ಈ ರೀತಿನೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 10,000 10,000 ಕಳೀರಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. 10,000 ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 10,000 ಲಾಸ್ ಕಳೀರಿ 0 ಇಡ್ರಿ. ಆಂತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 15,000 minus 7,000 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 8,000 ಬರ್ರಿ. 8,000 ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಉಳಿದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ 2,000 ಲಾಸ್. 2,000 ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಉಳಿದ ಲಾಸ್ ಕಳೀರಿ. ಮತ್ ತಿರುಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 6,000 ಬರ್ರಿ. ಎರಡೂ ನಡೀತೈತಿ. ठीक है. You see the point you remember. Then income from other sources 15,000. You take income from other source 15,000. Then take the total is 53,000. 53,000 is the gross total income. Okay, this is the fourth example of 15 marks.